This is it. I finally got this bitch.
Hello everybody, welcome to Answer Jordan. I'm Jordan. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning, welcome back. Hello everybody, I am back with a new video. I am so sorry I'm over here looking crusty, but I have been very busy today, just running errands everywhere, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I need to record a new video. If I don't record it today, I'm not going to record it, and I need to remember my talking points. But anyway, I want to say before we start, thank you so much for the amount of love and amount of support y'all showed my last video. It is now the most viewed video on my channel, which is crazy to me. At first, it was the Taylor Swift Speak Now reaction that was my most viewed video, and then it was the Nicki Minaj is a loser video. That was my most viewed video, and now it's this most recent one. So thank you guys so much for that. I got like 16 new subscribers off of that one video, so thank you guys so much just for the support. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into it. I'm here on my bed on the floor. I got my brisk tea. I'm also very stressed. Apartment hunting is not for the weak. I'm not living on campus next year, and it is June, and me and my two friends still have not found anywhere to fucking live. So, this is a combination of me not sleeping, running errands today, and being stressed. You can see my face is breaking out, and when my face breaks out, stressed. And no amount of like moisturizer, no amount of like Cetaphil or like cream or lotion, whatever, is going to get this like cleared up until I'm not stressed. So hopefully when I like get a good amount of sleep tonight, because I have nothing to do tomorrow, this will be all going away. But like, it's here to stay. Anyway, let's get into the video. Cardi B, where's the new album? Where's the new album? I feel like Cardi B is in a Lauryn Hill situation, where Lauryn Hill's entire career has been sustained off of an album she released back in the, I want to say it was the 90s, but it also could have been the very early 2000s. But Lauryn Hill's entire solo career has been sustained off of her one album. And she has not released a new album in damn near 25 years. And I really hope Cardi B does not fall down the same rabbit hole. I think Invasion of Privacy, no one expected it to do as well as it did. And so now Cardi is in this, I think she's in this state of mind where she's like, the next album has to be bigger. It has to be bigger than Invasion of Privacy, which I'm like, okay. I also think, and I was watching As Told by Kenya talk about this on her Patreon, I think Cardi B cares too much about what people are going to say about her if this album does not do well, or if this album does not do as well as Invasion of Privacy did. Which, by the way, and this is just a me thing, Invasion of Privacy is an okay album. I like maybe 5 or 6 songs off the album, but to me, Invasion of Privacy is an okay album. I consider Cardi B to be a singles artist. I consider her to be her strongest when she's on singles. Yeah, like her Invasion of Privacy to me was just okay. But everyone else is one of the greatest rap albums of all time. I don't think that, but like, that's the general consensus among the general public, I believe. So I think Cardi B is scared to drop this album. I think, Cardi B cares too much about what the general public is going to say about her, and she cares too much about what stans and that pink wig lady are going to say about her. So, like, I really don't understand this whole thing that's become the norm in music, where if you don't outdo your previous album, you're flopping. This is like an example of this is when Beyonce had just came off the high of the I Am Sasha Fierce era, her most successful era commercially in her career. Not Cowboy Carter. Oh my God. I Am Sasha Fierce is Beyonce's commercial peak. It's not her peak as an artist, but it is her, or in her career, not a peak in her career, but it is her commercial peak. This is when Beyonce was selling like hot cakes. And then 4 got released. And compared to I Am Sasha Fierce, 4 did terribly. Now, 4 still did better than like a good chunk of the album that came out that year. 4 still debuted at #1. 4 still managed to sell over 300,000 copies in 1 week, even though it was leaked. But everyone thought Beyonce's career was over because 4 didn't do as well as I Am Sasha Fierce. Run the World Girls was the main single pretty much from that album, and it only peaked I think at number 29 on the charts. It didn't even crack the top 20. And this is a Beyonce who has Irreplaceable, one of the longest charting songs of all time under her belt. This is Beyonce who had Halo. Actually Halo didn't go #1, but like hits. This is if you hear water running, my brother's washing clothes. Like unfortunately, my grandma's house only has 2 bedrooms, and I'm not here majority of the year, so I sleep in the basement with the laundry room. Unfortunately, I cannot. Anyway, hopefully we won't be having these problems when I get my new apartment. Won't be having these problems. But anyway. Cardi B, everyone said she was a flop. Everyone said Beyonce was flopping. Everyone said because Beyonce didn't do as well commercially as she did with I Am Sasha Fierce. And then Self-Titled came out, and Self-Titled became her new commercial peak, in my opinion. Well, in terms of albums, in terms of when it comes to like album sales in particular, it became her new commercial peak. And then Lemonade came out and demolished that. But like, yeah, guys. Cardi B, I think she cares too much. I really think Cardi B needs to like not just like say fuck it and release her album. I feel like, and a lot of people have discussed it, I feel like there have been a lot of false starts with this second era. In my opinion, that album should have gotten announced. I think honestly, there are several times where I think Cardi B could have announced her new album. The first, WAP. That album announcement should have came right after the success. Even if Cardi B had no album in the works, an album announcement should have been so imminent after WAP because of how huge WAP got. I'm almost certain WAP is platinum, and I'm almost certain that like in like a year or 2 WAP will be diamond. I'm almost certain that WAP is, I think it's 7 or 8 times platinum. It's sold like 7 or 8 million records already, and it's been 4 years. So yeah, in about a year or 2 or 2 or 3 years, WAP is going to be a diamond record. When WAP was released, that should have been the album announcement. Again, even if Cardi B had no album planned, there should have been an album announcement. There should have been a scramble to put something together to ride off the coattails of WAP because of how big and successful WAP was. The next time, I think there was a prime, time to announce a second album and have that release window be happening. Up was huge. Up skyrocketed to #1, and I'm almost certain it stayed there for a couple of weeks. Like I feel like WAP was like the best time in my opinion. Well, actually no. WAP was the best time to announce at least the second album. The second best time was Up. Up was such a smash hit. Up really should have been the lead single from this new album. And I don't know why she didn't release it. I don't know. Anyway, the next time, I think it would have been a great idea for Cardi B to release, or at least announce that she's having a new album come out. And I know this is a feature, but honestly, whenever, what's that song she has with Glorilla? Tomorrow 2? Whenever Tomorrow 2 released, album announcement. Because Tomorrow 2 was huge. Cardi B's verse was going viral everywhere. You could not escape her verse. Fake bitches for my friend, nigga. Boofy bitches pussy. I think y'all should scissor. Like, oh, her verse in that song, by the way, is excellent. One of the, dare I say, one of the best verses of that year. When did Tomorrow 2 come out? Did Tomorrow 2 come out in 2023 or 2022? I want to say Tomorrow 2 came out in 2023. No. I don't remember. I don't care enough. It came out in 2022 or 2023. I'm almost certain it came out in 2023, but I don't know. Yeah, Cardi B, I think this whole video boils down to... Oh, sorry, wait. Last opportunity for Cardi B to release an album. Bongos. Was Bongos as big as WAP, Tomorrow 2, and Up? No. But Bongos did pretty... I think Bongos did pretty okay on the charts. I think what happened is that Cardi B struck gold 3 times and did nothing with it, and so now she's scared to start this new era without having another mega hit like she did with WAP, like she did with Up. And I think that's working against her. I think she really just needs to say fuck it and just release the album. I do. And that album, honestly, that album needs to be coming out well, honestly, the album should have been out, actually. Cardi B is such a we're going to shake ass in the summer kind of an artist. This album should have been out in May. Honestly, this album should have been announced in February or March. We should have gotten a single or two. And also, I think one of the reasons also why Bongos didn't do so well compared to WAP and Up, wasn't Bongos released like in the winter time? Why would you release Bongos wasn't it released like November or December or something like that? Why would you release Bongos in the winter? Bongos is such a summer song. Honestly, I'd rather she had just waited to release Bongos. Like, Bongos would have made... It might not have been as big as WAP or Up, but I think Bongos would have been a great lead single for the new era. But the thing is, if Cardi B had just had a single, WAP had been the first single, Up had been the first single, then you could have gotten 2 number ones off of one album, first of all. And then have Bongos be your next single. And an album. I feel like if she'd done that, she would have had 2 number ones under her belt, a top 20 under her belt, and then the album would have came out. And I feel like she would be so much more secure in releasing her album. Cardi B is just scared to flop. And honestly, she's going to have to get over it. She's going to have to get over that. Just because your new album doesn't do as well as your old one does not mean that you're a flop. Cardi B, I think she's going to release a phenomenal second album. I think the material is there, but I just think she's too scared to do anything. She needs to stop caring. This goes back to one of the music industries annoyed me when I was talking about her and Selena Gomez. They really need to stop caring about what people think about them. You are Cardi. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. It's so annoying because it's not going to go away. It's still annoying because it's not going to go away. Even if I scratch it, it's not going to go. See, that made it worse. It's not going to go away because stress. Anyway. If Cardi B, she just scared to fly. She just stopped caring about what people are going to say to her. She just stopped caring about Stan shit, really. She just stopped caring about Stan shit. This is the thing with her and Selena Gomez. They care too much about what people think about them. And I'm like, girl, you're Cardi B. Who cares? Why do you care about a bunch of losers in pink wigs who are nowhere near your tax bracket? Why do you care what they got to say about you? Log off. Log off. You don't have to be on social media during this era. You can have a social media. This goes back to my, I think it was part 8 or part 7, where I talked about this in my The Music Industry is Annoying Me series. You do not have to be on social media to have a social media presence. Look at Beyonce. Beyonce is not taking majority of the pictures of her. Beyonce is not going to Instagram and pressing upload to upload pictures of herself. Beyonce has a team for that. Beyonce has an entire team dedicated to doing to running her social media. She has a large presence on social media while actively not being on social media, and I think Cardi B needs to take that. Who cares what people think if this album flops? Who cares? Like, low key, if we're gonna be honest, right now, Dua Lipa's in her flop era. Because Radical Sunshine made no. What? Oh, is it Radical Sunshine? Radical Optimism? Radical Optimism made no noise. Sorry. First of all, the album should have been titled Training Season. Training Season is such a better title for this album than Radical Optimism, but whatever. I still need to listen to that Dua Lipa record. Oh fuck, I still need to listen to that record. I haven't even listened to Renee's rap album all the way through, and I haven't listened to a new Mariah Carey album in almost a year. And I was like, that was my whole thing last year. I was going to listen to all Mariah Carey. I'm behind on a lot of music because of school. Anyway, Cardi B released the album, and fuck what anyone else thinks. Release the album, sis. If and maybe I'm totally wrong, and she's not scared to release an album at all. But if she wasn't scared to release a second album, why has it been 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024? It's been 6 years since Invasion of Privacy. First of all, the fact that she's still relevant after 6 years should tell her that no matter what her album does, she's not gonna end her career. Unless her album is horrifically bad, it's not going to end her career. The fact that she's still insanely popular and insanely relevant in rap, 6 years with no fucking album, yeah. Not everyone. I don't think y'all realize not everyone in the industry can just go 6 years without releasing an album. Not only that, most people whose careers are less than 10 years old in the industry can go 6 years without releasing an album. Most people can't do that. And especially people whose careers is younger than a decade. Most people in the industry a lot of people in the industry cannot do that. Beyonce could do that. Rihanna can do that. Ariana Grande can do that. Taylor Swift can do that, even though she's never going to do that, because Taylor Swift, I don't know what's going on with her. She needs to take a break from writing music. That's what I want to say. She needs to take a break from writing music, because the music is not good. Anyway, whatever. Taylor Swift can do that. I'm trying to think about who else can do that. Yeah. I mean, these are just the artists I've also. I mean, obviously there's more, but I can't think of any right now. I'm tired. But like, those artists are veterans. Pretty much, they're damn near veterans. Not damn near. These artists are veterans in their careers. Pretty much. Taylor and Ariana are definitely getting there to veteran status in the music industry. They're both going to be approaching 20 years in the industry in about 5-6 years ish. Not like she's still popular. Not everyone can just not have an album come out for 6 years and still be relevant. So Cardi, release the album and stop caring about what them pink wig cultures are going to say about you. Because that's what I think she's scared about. I think she's scared what what I think she's scared of what the Gag City mayor is going to say about her, and I think she's scared about what the pink cult demons are going to say about her, and she shouldn't care. You're Cardi B. Don't pay attention to people who are not in your tax bracket. Log off of Twitter when you release the album. Just go the entire album without being on social media. And honestly, this second album really needs to come out, because why haven't you gone on tour yet? Why haven't you gone on tour yet? Your career is going to be 10 years old in a couple of years. Why have you never gone on tour? And I'm almost certain Cardi B broke into the industry after Megan Thee Stallion, but I think Cardi B could have gone on an arena tour before Megan Thee Stallion. No hate to Megan, I love Megan Thee Stallion. I'm actually pissed because she was here, and Megan Thee Stallion was here last week and I couldn't go to the Baltimore show, and she's going to be in New Orleans in a couple of days and I can't go because I'm not in New Orleans. I'm sick to my stomach. But anyway, like, this second album really needs to come out so she can go on a tour, which I honestly think she's scared about that too. But I think Cardi B has a big enough fan base for her to go on a tour. I think she has a devoted enough fan base for her to go on an arena tour. It doesn't have to be a big arena tour, but I think she can definitely sell out New York City. She can sell out New York. She can sell out Atlanta. I think she can sell out Los Angeles, definitely. She can probably sell out Detroit. She can probably sell out Houston. She could probably sell out like New Orleans, Charlotte or Raleigh, Washington D.C. or Baltimore. She can probably sell out. I don't really know if anyone in the West Coast listens to Cardi B like that. She could definitely sell out. She could definitely sell out Memphis, Tennessee. She could sell out Memphis. What else? She could sell out Florida. Yeah, that's a good 20-ish date tour that she could do. And she could definitely sell out some international. She could sell out some cities in Latin America, definitely. Like, girl, release the album and stop being scared to release the album. Your album does not need to do as well as your previous album. Would it be preferred? Oh, sorry, I keep looking at this. Would it be preferred that your album does better? Yes. Everyone wants their new album to do better than their previous one. But if your new album does not do as well as your first album, or God forbid, the album flops, I don't think it's going to be the end of your career. You're too popular. There are companies and there are corporations that have invested too much money in you to let a bad album ruin your career. You've been relevant for the past 6 years without releasing a new project. No matter what happens, your career is not going to end if this album doesn't do that well. And the good thing about this album not doing that well is that you can always release a third album that's much better than the first two. That's what Beyonce did. 4 is like commercially 4 did not do terrible, especially like the album 4 did not do horrifically. Commercially 4 was not a flop. For Beyonce, though, it was a flop. And then Self-Titled came out, Lemonade came out, 2 of the most important albums of the last decade. And then Renaissance and Cowboy Carter came out, and Beyonce now with Cowboy Carter has the biggest debut on Spotify this year, aside from Taylor Swift. So, that's my video. Cardi B, released the album. Stop being scared. Stop caring what people say about you. You're too popular. Your career's not going to end off over a bad album. And if your album is bad, if your album flops, so what? So what? Who cares? Because it's not going to end your career. Anyway, I'm going to go. What do you guys think about Cardi B and her not releasing an album? Do you think it's as weird as I do? Because I think it's weird that she hasn't released an album in 6 years. I think it's weird that she hasn't gone on tour in 6 years. She's never gone on tour before. So yeah, I think it's weird. She needs to release her album. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.